We will start today's class. We'll start from Mangalam. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. So let's see, today we are covering second part of chapter 6, that is the non-grammar part, and we'll start from Prahelika. So I don't have a presentation today because now I feel it is not required. Whatever initial days it was needed, it is done. We'll see if you people feel like that was helping, then we'll start making that again. So let's see. Na tasyadihi. So if you pronounce it correctly, it will seem like na tasya adihi. Tilka Bhagini, can you keep it on mute? It is causing an echo. न तस्यादिः न तस्य अन्तः मध्ये यः तस्य तिष्ठति तव अपि अस्ति मम अपि अस्ति यदि जानासि तद् वद. So this is how you have to read it in breaking. So Adihi means beginning, Antaha means end, Madhye means middle, Tasya means his, Tishtati means stands, Tava means yours or at with you, Api is also, Asti is, Mama is mine, Api is again same, Asti is again. Yadi is if, Janasi, this is the Madhyam Purusha verb. So it is telling second person verb. It is telling if you know. Tad, tad is then. Vad, vad again is Madhyam Purusha. Prerana, Adesh, Lot. So it is tell. So if you see direct word meaning, it will be na tasya adihi. Whatever it is, that its beginning is not there. Na adihi, not beginning. Whose tasya, that thing, whatever he is talking in riddle. Na tasya antaha, and there is no ending of that thing. Madhye yah, yah is who sits in middle, stands in middle, sorry, tishtati, stands in middle. So there is no starting of that, no ending of that, and middle one what stands. Tava api asti. So it is with you also. Mama api asti. It is with me also. Yadi janasi. If you know, tad, then vad, then tell. So this is the word meaning. So if you see, it doesn't make much sense. Its beginning is not there, its end is not there. What stands in middle of that? It is with you. You also have it. I also have it. If you know, then tell. So it doesn't make much sense. So the riddle is in this only. So it's like word riddle. So if we interpret these two lines in some other way, then see what meaning will come. Na tasya adihi. Whatever that thing is in riddle, na is at the beginning of that. Na tasya antaha, and na is at the end of that thing. Madhye yah tasya tishtati, and middle of these two there is a letter ya. Tavapyasti, you also have. Mamapyasti, I also have. Yadi janasi tadvat. So now if you write na in the beginning, then you write na in the ending, and middle you write ya, then it will become nayana. So nayana means eyes. So that is true with you also have eyes. I also have eyes. So now I know, so I am telling you that they are eyes. So this is the riddle of today. So here it is written, detail you can read. So today our goddess in Sangrahya Vishaya is Lakshmi. So Lakshmi is the right way of saying. There you can say it as Lakshmi also. So that also is correct. Visarga you can drop. So this is the the Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachan. So means at the time when she is the doer or agent in any sentence. So Namah Te. So I am reading it by breaking it. So you can make it Namah Te Astu. Astu is Prerana. Pathantu. Namaha Namaste. Te to you. Astu. Let it be. Let my salutations. Let salutations to you. Mahamaye. So Mahamaya is the name. Mahamaye means O Mahamaya. So O Mahamaya, when you will say in other language, in Sanskrit you will say combining O Mahamaye. Shri Pithe. So this again is for addressing. Sura Pujite. All A is for addressing. Shankh Chakra Gada Haste. O one who has Shankha, Chakra and Gada in hand. O means again calling. Mahalakshmi. See here Lakshmi was big. Here Lakshmi. Because now we are addressing or calling. Like we do in Saraswati and Saraswati. So when we say Saraswati, then we are calling Saraswati. When we say Saraswati, then Saraswati is doing something. Namaha Astu Te. Same thing what was here. So like Namaste, it became Namo Stute. Namaha Astu Te. Same thing. So let's see what is the meaning. Namaha Te Astu. So here Te is in middle, because of that this form came. Here Te went at the end, because of that this form came. It all depends on poet, how he want to set the rhyming. So where he will put it is up to him, but meaning will remain same. So salutations to you, O Mahamaya, O Sri Pitha, O Surpujite. Surpujite means what? One who is worshipped by gods. Sura is God, Asura is demons. Asura means not Sura, not gods, that is demon. Pujite, one is worshipped. Then Shankha Chakra Gada Haste, one who has Shankha Chakra Gada in her hand. Mahalakshmi, and O goddess Mahalakshmi, Namo Astute. My salutations or salutations to you. So this is very simple and this is the meaning. So most of this they address only. So now after knowing this meaning, if you chant this one, then you will get a good feeling. The next one is again for Lakshmi. Padma Asan Sthite Devi. See here it is small. Devi, not Devi. Para Brahma Swarupini. Parameshi Jaganmata Jaganmatar Mahalakshmi Namostute. One second. Yeah. So Padma Asan Sthite. So sitting in so Padma is lotus. Asan is sitting or posture. Sthite means sitting. So Padmasana is a yogic position. So where your both heels are upside and you sit in a while doing some meditation and all. So Padmasana Sthite. So Devi also, Devi, O goddess, who is sitting in Padmasana. Para Brahma means top, whatever, supreme Brahma. Swarupini, you are form of that supreme Brahma, or you are the supreme Brahma. Param Eshi, Eshi again is for God. Param means supreme. Ashis will be for goddess. Jagan, so Jagan is Jagat. Jagat is world. Mataha, Mata means mother. Mother of the world or universe, you can say. Mahalakshmi, O goddess Lakshmi. Namaha, Namaste, salutation. Astu, and there. Te means to you. So same meaning this also. When you will read, then you will not break the words. When you will read to understand, then only you will break the words. Because normal reading, if you will break the words, then all the tune or rhyme will break. So while reading, you will, if I have to read, I will read like this. Namaste stu mahamaye Shri Pithe Surapujite Shankh Chakra Gada Haste Mahalakshmi Namostute. For second one, it will be Padmasanasthite Devi Parabrahma Swarupini Parameshi Jagannatah Mahalakshmi Namostute. So that time you will not break the sentences. So with this now we'll move further. This is for Vangmaya Parichay. Now we started from Vedas, then we went to Upanishads, then we went to Itihasa, our Ramayanam and Mahabharata. Now all those poets or writer are coming who has written some Laukik or worldly things like drama, this, that and all. So among them, first is the Bhasa. So he was a poet during 300 BC and he has composed some 13 plays. So you can read this your own. There is nothing to be explained. One story is there, not story, it's a real thing, that all the other poets whose writings were available, they were quoting Bhasa, but nobody was like nobody was knowing like what Bhasa has written. So suppose like some earlier writers say like Bhasa has written this, Bhasa is like this, that and all. But currently nowadays, nothing literature of Bhasa was available to us. So during I think 1910 or somewhere that time, one person in Kerala, he found some manuscripts in well. So he took out them and then he tried to understand or decipher them, and then finally these 13 plays were recovered, so that those manuscripts were having these 13 plays, and that is how currently we know that he has written 13 plays. Actually he might have written many more things, but others are not available for us. So his plays are, means he puts a very simple Sanskrit, so you can understand at beginner level itself. This you can read. There is one small story of one of his play. There is nothing which need to be explained. We'll come to Katha or the story. So it is Daivameva Param. So you have to read like this. Daivam Eva Param. Param means you saw in shloka. Param means greatest or most or highest. Daivam is fate. Fate, Eva is only. So it is telling fate only prevails. Something like that. So the story will try to tell like fate drives things to happen. So let's see. Ekah ahi tundikah asit. So asit is the verb. Okay, I think we can, 3-4 people are there. Yeah, we can do it. You people can do it. Yes. So Deepa.
Yes, sir. I have to read.
Yes, read and explain. Wherever it is not clear, I will try to help.
Okay. दैवमेव परम्
Mhm.
एकः अहि तुण्डिकः आसीत् सः सर्पान् गृहीत्वा जीवनं करोति
Try sentences so it will be easy.
या एकः अहि तुण्डिकः आसीत्
Mhm.
एकः is one
Mhm.
आसीत् means was
Okay.
and अहि तुण्डिकः
Is snake charmer.
oh okay there was one snake charmer
Mhm.
सः सर्पान् गृहीत्वा जीवनं करोति स्म
Mhm.
he used to सः is अहितुण्डिकः he used to
Mhm.
सर्पान् गृहीत्वा जीवनं करोति स्म सर्पान् means snakes
Two snakes.
two snakes गृहीत्वा means take them
After catching them. Grihitva means after catching them. Means word meaning I am telling, not that way.
yes
Yeah.
he used to catch snakes
Uh,
जीवनं करोति स्म
hmm.
I used to catch live snakes.
No,
No
no, no.
problem, like
Acha,
Ah,
for his livelihood.
yes, yes, yes. If you are capturing dead snake, then why to mention?
Yeah. Okay. एकदा सः एकं
It's enough.
सर्पं
It's enough. Let's your mother. She will try.
Okay.
Namaskara Guruji.
Namaste.
एकदा सः एकं सर्पम् आनयति
Nayati.
आनयति
Hmm.
आनयति once one sarpam snake came before him, is it? Anayati means,
No. Okay. So let me explain again. So then we can pick from there. So ekah ahitundikah asit. Asit is past tense. So it is telling one snake charmer was there. Saha, he, sarpan, snakes, grihitva, he, jivanam is life or livelihood, karoti was doing, sma is past. So he used to do his, his profession was to catch snakes. Ekda, once, saha, he, ekam sarpam, to one snake, anayati, he brought one snake. Once he bought one snake. So, anayati means brings. So, Sri Sai?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sarpam petikayam sthapayati cha. Sarpam means snake. Petikayam means
Petika means box. Petikayam means in the box.
okay. Sthapayati cha.
Sthapayati means places. He keeps, right? Puts. So,
He puts the snakes inside the box.
yeah. So, once ekada, once saha ekam sarpam anayati. Once he brings a snake. Sarpam petikayam sthapayati cha. And puts the sarpa, snake, into box. So, next one, Tilaka Bhagini, you will take.
कदाचित् प्रतिदिनं सर्पस्य प्रदर्शनं करोति.
No. You have to start from
After that?
Pratidinam, not kadachit. Here.
प्रतिदिनं no?
Yeah.
प्रतिदिनं सर्पस्य प्रदर्शनं करोति. Every day the snake used to visit. Am I right?
No. So karoti, karoti means he was doing, right? So
Okay.
who is karta in these subjects, in these sentences?
Serpent charmer.
Snake charmer. So snake charmer was doing. What he was doing? Pradarshanam, show. Pradarshanam means show. So whose pradarshanam? Sarpasya, of snake, right? So he used to show snake pratidinam, every day. So that Sarpasya Pradarshanam, he used to show that snake, some show, snake show, you can
He
say.
used to make show every day.
But it was the snake charmer who was doing. Next.
Okay. Jivanam karoti. So he used to make his livelihood?
Yes. By this same work. So he used to show the snake every day, and that was his...
Make his living out of it.
Yeah, that was his profession, or that was the way of his feeding himself. Yeah. So...
Kadachit.
Okay.
Kadachit ahitundikah anyam gramam agachat. Once serpent charmer went to other villages.
Village, not villages.
Okay. Another village. So he went to another village.
So kadachit means not sure when. Kadachit means something indefinite. So sometime or once. Ahit agachat. Agachat is past tense. That snake charmer went. Where he went? Anyam, another. Gramam, another village. So once snake charmer went to another village. Okay, let others try. We'll come back. Deepa.
Yes. तस्य पत्नी पुत्राः अपि अगच्छन्. His wife and children's also accompanied him.
Yeah, so children, I think, is enough. Children's is not required, right?
Oh, yeah. Children.
So his, tasya means his, patni, his wife, putraha. So putraha means sons. So because sometime you can say putri, putra, both are there, then you can say anyone in plural. So here also kids also is fine, children also is fine. Api is also agachan. Agachan is plural verb because now this putra is plural and along with patni also is there. So definitely they all are plural. So that is why agachan. He agachat, but they all agachan. Yes.
सर्पः पेटिकायाम् एव बद्धः आसीत्. Sarpah is snake. Petikayam is in the box. Eva is also.
Only.
Acha, only. Baddhah asit. Baddhah means closed.
Yes.
Asit. It was closed in the box. A snake.
So they all went to somewhere, but that snake, neither he was released nor he carried with him. So snake was closed in or captured in that box itself. Yes, next one.
Pancha dinani abhavan. Pancha is 5, dinani is days, abhavan means 5 days passed away.
Correct.
5 days later.
5 days passed.
Ahitundikah na agachat. The snake charmer did not come back.
They did not return. Agachat means return. Gachat, agachat means went. So when A is small, then went. When A is capital, then return. So if you see here, agachat is went. Agachat is return. So ahitundika na agachat. So ahitundika, that snake charmer, did not return.
Yes. Sarpasya aharah eva nasti. Sarpasya of snake Aharah, food. Food,
Food.
it's yeah. Eva is only nasti, not
He did
na asti, not
Yeah.
there.
Yes, yes. So there was no food for snake. Yeah. Now let your mother try once, then we'll give some details.
सः पेटिकातः बहिः गमनाय प्रयत्नं प्रयत्नं
One minute.
1 minute
हाँ,
sir.
हाँ.
अक्रोत्
Akarot.
अकरोत्
One thing I would like to just tell here. So
yes Guruji.
when you are pronouncing like gam na, we should not pronounce.
Gamanaya.
Yeah. So because these all are having a at the end. See, ga,
Okay.
ma, and this is having a dirgha a. Yeah. So we should pronounce it gamanaya. He
Okay,
ta is not having a. So when you will pronounce that prayatnam. So with ta you will not pronounce. Yes. So yeah, if you can explain the meaning, then it is good.
सः पेटिकातः so that box is a पेटिकात na पेटिकात box na
So when this you haven't this word you haven't read as of now. Petikataha means from petika.
okay okay Guruji.
Yeah. So saha because here sarpa is in talk. So now saha is for sarpa. So saha sarpaha petikataha from that box. Bahi is outside. Gamanaya means to go outside. Prayatnam is try. Akar means tried. So he was
They
not
tried
having,
to escape from the box.
he was not having food. So because of that, he trying to get something and he tried to go outside. Sri Sai.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sah bubukshitah asit.
Yes.
Sir, what is the meaning of bubukshitah?
Bubhukshitaha means hungry.
Okay.
Bubhuksha.
So the snakes were hungry.
Yeah. So bubhuksha is hunger. Bubhukshitaha means hungry. So saha means sarpaha. Bubhukshitaha asit. He was hungry. Next.
Atah shaktihi nasti. They were not having energy.
Not they, he.
Okay.
Yeah, ataha, therefore, shaktihi nasti. There was no strength. Next.
Vifalah abhavat.
Not fa. Vipalaha.
Vifalah.
Abhavat. What is the meaning?
Sir, can you tell?
Saphalah, you know? Saphalah means success.
Result.
Viphalah means failed.
Okay.
So abhavat is past.
He failed.
Bhavat. So he failed. Now if you see whole in context, so bahi gamanaya prayatnam akarot, he tried to go outside. Saha bubhukshitaha asit, he was hungry. Ataha shaktihi nasti, therefore he didn't had strength because he hadn't eaten anything from last 5 days. Vipalaha abhavat, he failed. He was not able to go outside. Tilika Bhagini.
तदा पेटिका समीपे एकः मूषकः अगच्छत्. That time, then
yes,
came a rat near the box.
Very good. Yes. Tada is then. Petika samepe is near box. Ek
near the box
is one mouse.
One.
Agachat.
Mushaka is rat.
Agachat means came. If you read it agachat, then it means he went. So that is why a should be clearly means visible. Agachat. Yes. Next.
Saha petikam apashyat.
Yes.
Saha, he.
Who is that he?
Snake.
No. Now, if you see, Mushaka is the karta in this one, right?
Oh, okay.
So
because
now
rat came. Okay.
Now Sarpa is not doing this work.
Yeah.
So Saha is for Mushaka.
Okay.
Petikam apashyat.
Okay. So the rat, it saw near the box.
No, not near. Petikam means to petika, that is Dvitiya Vibhakti. Apashya
Okay.
means saw. So that is Bhutkala. So he saw the box.
Okay.
Next.
Rat saw the box.
Yeah.
पेटिकायां भक्ष्याणि सन्ति इति मूषकः अचिन्तयत्. So पेटिकायां is bhakshayani means some eatables or some
yes.
something.
Yes.
So
Petikayam
means,
is for in. Petikayam means in the box. Bhakshani.
Okay, inside the box it saw
eatable.
some eatables.
Petikayam.
Iti मूषकः अचिन्तयत्. So the snake thought.
Not snake.
Correct?
Snake is not there.
Sorry, the rat. Sorry, the rat.
Yes.
The rat thought that there must be some eatables in the box.
Yes. So some eatable is in the box, like this rat thought. Deepa.
Yes, Guruji. Randhram karomi iti sah nishchayam akaroth. Randhram
means whole.
What?
Whole. H-O-L-E.
Okay, whole. Oh, okay. Randhram karomi means I will make a hole. I'll take a hole. Iti sah nishchayam akarot. Aisa he did nishchay. He
Determined.
he thought.
He decided. So
Decided.
because he already thought like there are eatables in this box. So how to get those eatables? So mouse is equipped with teeth, so
Yes.
he can make hole. So he decided like I will make a hole in this box.
Yes.
Yes. Next.
Anantaram sah randhram kritva antah pravesham akarot. Anantaram means after some time.
Later.
Yeah, later. The sah is the rat. Randhram means it created the hole. After creating the hole.
Randhram means hole only, not creating. Randhram
yes.
is hole. Yeah.
Yes. And kritva is after doing that.
After doing the hole. Yes.
Yes. Antah in the end. Pravesham.
Antah means inside.
Oh,
here
okay.
Antah means inside. Anta means in the end also, but here it means inside.
Yeah, okay. Inside Pravesham, it entered inside the hole. After creating the hole.
Yes. So let your mother now take one or two.
मूषकः सर्पस्य मुखे एव अपतत्.
Yes.
Appatat. Mushak is a rat, na? Rat,
yes,
na?
Yes,
That is, rat is sarpasya mukhe. Sarpasya means that serpent and mukhe is face.
Sarpasya means of serpent, of snake.
Okay, Guruji.
It directly fell inside the serpent's mouth.
Yeah. Mukhe eva means the mouth only. Of sarpasya means of snake. Mushakaha apatat. Like this you understand. Mushakaha apatat. Mushaka fell.
Yes.
After making the hole. Maybe he made from top. So he fell. Where sarpasya mukhe eva. Directly in the mouth of snake itself.
Okay.
Okay, Guruji. Sarpaha mushakam akhadat. Means it lost his life.
Yeah, snake
Sarpa ate. The snake ate. Whom he ate? Mushakam. He ate the
mushakam. That is the rat.
Let's recite now.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Tena randhrena eva bahihi agachat.
So this is what you read in this chapter grammar. So if you remember, ten is tritiya. By that Randhrena, by that hole. So now you see Randhram, Randhrena. Same word is there, but we are changing that some ending and to get meaning, different meaning. So this is the Karana, means this is the instrument. Instrument of what? Of the action happening in this sentence. Action happening is going, went. Went by whom? By that same hole. Who went by that same hole? Earlier, Sarpaha. Sarpaha was doing the work. So, Sarpaha tena randhrena eva. Sarpa from that same hole, bahi agachat, went outside. So, he got food also and he got a way to exit also. Yes, Tilaka Bhagini, you take last and.
अहो सर्पस्य सौभाग्यं मूषकस्य दौर्भाग्यम्. It was the good luck for serpent and bad luck for the rat.
So he is telling aho means so sarpasya saubhagyam, good luck of snake and bad luck of mushaka. Sya is for always of. So sarpasya, sarpasya, mushakasya, like that. So this is the story which tells like Daivam eva param. So here nobody was wrong. So Mushaka he was doing his as part of his habit. Every day he might have been doing this. But that is why we will not say here anything like he was not right or so wrong. It was the Daiva, it was the fate, it was his life had to end here. So that is what this story is telling, like fate sits on the top. So let's see if some the moral of the story is secondary. Primary goal here is to practice what we have learned in other part of the chapter in this, so that means our practice is done. Moral, if you not agree, it is all fine. So let's answer the questions if you understood the story. Ahitundikaha kutra gachat. Who is going to answer?
Can I try?
Yes, Deepa.
Ahitundikah gramam agachat.
Anyam gramam agachat. He went to another grama.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Petika samipam kaha agachat. Who is going to answer?
Mushakah.
Complete you have to tell. Petika samipam
Mushakah agachat.
So this agachat and agachat you have to keep in mind. So let Sri Sai answer this one. Kaha kasya mukhe apatat. Who
मूषकस्य मुखे सर्पस्य मुखे अपतत्.
Who apatat sarpasya mukhe? Kaha sarpasya mukhe apatat?
The mouse fell into the snake's mouth.
Tell in Sanskrit, right? Kaha sarpasya mukhe apatat.
सर्पस्य मुखे अपतत्.
Kaha also is there.
Sarpaha mushakah sarpasya mukhe apatat.
Yes. So match it. Kaha is mushakaha. Kaha means who. Mushakaha. Kasya means whose. Mukhe means mouth. Apatat means fell. So who fell in whose mouth is the question. So you have to answer.
मूषकः सर्पस्य मुखे अपतत्.
Mushakaha sarpasya mukhe apatat. Rat fell in snake's mouth. Tilaka Bhagini. Sarpaha kam akhadat.
Sarpaha mushakam akhadat.
Yes, mushakam akhadat. So mostly all the question things, if you see, kaha, kasya, kam, so they will have rhyming answers. So if I say here, sarpaha mushakaha akhadat, so what will be the meaning?
The snake ate the mouse.
No. Sarpaha mushakaha akhadat.
What, Guruji? Sarpaha?
मूषकः अखादत्.
मूषकः सर्प serpent ate the rat.
No, so that is what I am trying to clear it here. So
Okay.
sarpah muushakah, if both are the karta, then it is wrong meaning.
Nobody ate no one.
So you can say
sarpah muushaka.
snake,
Okay.
mouse ate. So in English it will snake, mouse ate. So
Yeah.
no meaning
Not
at all.
correct. It's not
Yeah.
correct.
So
Yeah.
if whoever,
Okay.
if it is, if we convert it, muushakah sarpam akhadat, what will be the meaning?
Mouse ate the snake.
Yes. So akhadat is the verb, means ate. Who ate is will be in the prathama. Whom, what he ate will be in dvitiya. So kam is what he ate. So he ate muushakam.
Guruji, now if we add tritiya also and say sarpah muushakam dantena akhadat.
Yes, very nice. Dantena, I think, will not be proper. Dantaihi. So
Okay.
because you have to use plural, right? So one or two,
Yes.
I think none of the creature eat from two teeth. So even
Yes.
elephant has two, but they also for eating they use many number of teeth inside. So you can say sarpaha dantaihi muushakam akhadat. So simple classical example is Ram killed Ravana. How you will say? Suppose hatvan is the verb. Hatvan means killed.
Ramah banena no banehi Ravanam hatvan.
So suppose if I say Ramanaha Ramam hatvan. So what is the meaning?
Lord Ram killed Ravan.
No. Ravanaha Ramam hatvan.
Ravan
was killed by
killed
Ravan.
Was killed by Ravan was killed by Rama's hand.
No.
No,
Something like
Ravan killed Ram.
Yes. So that is Prathama Dvitiya I want to make clear in your head. So if a sound mostly it is coming, so he is the doer. And sound where it is coming, he is the object, he is the karma or he is the result of that action. So Ravanaha Ramam Hatvan, when we will say, then it will be totally opposite meaning. When we'll say Ramaha Ravanam Amarayat or Hatvan, so Rama is the doer and who is getting killed is Ravana. So that same thing is here. Sarpaha Muushakam Akhadat. If you reverse that, Muushakaha Sarpam Akhadat, so it is different meaning. So now we'll see this section which is for Vyavahara. Vyavahara is for conversational Sanskrit. So today we are learning another interrogative word that is called as Katham. Katham means how. So this is famous word in other languages also. So the answer is here. Vatavaranam. Vatavaranam means environment you can say or weather you can say. If you see Vat is air, Avaranam is the cover. So we are covered with air. So that's what it is saying. Vatavaranam Samichinam Asti. Samichinam means like perfect or kind of good. So if this is the answer, the question will be Vatavaranam Katham Asti. So suppose you meet somebody and you have to ask, means like hi, how are you and how's the weather today? Or you are calling.
Guruji?
Yes.
Guruji, asti means was or like something else?
Asti means is. Asit
Is.
means was.
How is the weather?
Yeah. So you will ask like this. So suppose now with this, if I have to ask about your health, so I will ask Swasthyam Katham Asti. How is your health? So Katham is for this kind of questions. Similarly, other examples we'll see. Natakam Ati Uttamam Asti. The play is very nice.
Very good. Very good.
So question will be Natakam play Katham Asti. How is the play?
The play.
Gayakah samyak gayati. So singer is singing properly, or singer sings nicely. So question can be Gayakah katham gayati. So along with this new concept, keep seeing this also, where it is ma and where it is anuswara. So you see here it is makara because next is swara, here next is swara, and here next is vyanjana. So it is like this. Kurmaha, kurma is turtle or tortoise. Mandam, mandam is slow. Chalati, chalati means walks or goes. So you can ask the same thing. Kurmaha katham chalati, how tortoise goes or walks. So this is katham's prayoga. So as of now we know kasya, kaha, kam, katham, kutra. So these things, just try to use them in prayoga. Now there again comes a kind of writing, and this is for pronunciation writing both. So it is telling when if anuswara is there and it is going to get joined with Vargiya Vyanjana. Vargiya means which are in group. So we have which are group Vyanjanas, if you remember initial class. So we say Ka Varga, Kha Varga, Ga Varga, like that. So Ka group, Kha group. So they all these groups have five Vyanjanas. So like Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nga. So that is Ka group. So if Anuswara is following any grouped, so total 25 Vyanjanas are Vargiya Vyanjanas. So Ka to Pa, Ka group, Cha group, then Ta group, then Ta group, then Pa group. So Ka Varga, Cha Varga, Ta Varga, Ta Varga, and Pa Varga. So total 25. So if this case somewhere it is happening, like you have Anuswara and after that you have a Vargiya Vyanjana. So what will happen? In place of Anuswara, fifth letter of that group will come. So now let's see the example, then you will understand. So here example is Gum. Gum is something and next is coming Ga. So here Anuswara is there and next is Ga. Ga is in the group of Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nga. So that is in Ka Varga and it is a Vargiya Vyanjana. So the fifth letter in Ka Varga is, first one is Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nga. So fifth letter is Nga. So this Anuswara will be changed by this, and when you will write Ganga, you will write like this. So when you will pronounce, then you will pronounce this also like Ganga. So the sound should come like that, like Sanjaya, Sanjaya. So Sa, Sam is that, and then Jaya. So Ja is from which group? Ja is from second group. Cha, Cha, Ja. So you will get Nya, this one. And you will put that Sanjaya. So if you see in modern Devanagari writing in Hindi and all, so people write like this only. So Ganga. So this way also is correct, but because writing doesn't mean anything, everything means the pronunciation. So if you write this way, that is fine, but while pronouncing, you should pronounce it in this sound. So if you see let me show that is a, I think, good example.
Guruji,
Yes.
Guruji,
Yeah.
how does that sound is different? Like, I mean, it seems the same.
Let me come. So if you see, this is my surname. So this here we can pronounce as Pan Day also, but because Da is next and Da is from Ta Varga, Ta, Tha, Da. So because of that, in place of dot, the fifth letter of that will come. Fifth letter of that is Na. So this will be like this. So as far as pronunciation is concerned, when makara or when anuswara is there, anuswara is a sound which is pronounced from nose only. So that is different. When you have makara, then you already know, if you remember the first class, we had seen like makara comes from, makara is the pa group letter. So that is ostha and nose. So that will be pa and nose. So
Okay, Guruji, so the rule is that whenever we have to pronounce anga matra, then we, instead of anga matra, we will write fifth letter of that group.
when you have to pronounce
And
anuswara, anuswara means pure nasal sound when it is there, and next to that is coming is your vyanjana, which is vargiya vyanjana. Then from that group, fifth letter you will pick. So
okay, so those were
let me finish these examples, then I think it will be more clear. If it is not clear, then we can talk. So now sanchika. So if it is written like that, some people, like you have seen, some people will pronounce samchika, some people will pronounce sanchika, some people pronounce, they will say sanchika. So that all you can now understand which one is correct. So it will go in nya sound. So that sound only you have to pronounce. Kantakam. So now some people, these are pronunciation are different. Nga, nya, na, ma, like that. If you pronounce, then you will see that
Understood.
these all are nasal sounds, but they all are coming from with when you have some mouth position, along with that nose is used. That is why they are called as anunasik. Nasika is nose, anu means follows. So it follows the nose. So this is
Guruji.
very, yes.
What actually I am doing that the first four letters I pronounce as na only, and I only differentiate between ma and na, and the above all seems to be same.
That is why they are telling this, na, to correct that. So if you want, if you can correct it. So we'll come here, we'll see something, some others like tankanam. So tankanam is typing. So you can see how it is written. Anchalam. So how it is there. Sangeetam. So this is different from the way it is written in other Devanagari script languages. So andhaha. So sambandhaha. So sandhyangama, like that. So this is not something which is very tough or something. It is all of practice. Again, it is for Sanskrit. If your mother tongue doesn't follow this, then your mother tongue is right. But when you are reading Sanskrit, then you have to see the right of Sanskrit. We'll take the last thing and then we'll conclude. So this is the Subhashitam of today. Chhayam anyasya kurvanti tishtanti swayam atape phalani api pararthaya vrikshaah sat purusha iva. So how many verbs are there in this?
Kurvanti,
Hmm.
Tishtanti,
Hmm.
Swayamatape, is it also there?
No. Atape is means place, right? Like Kashi Nagare.
Palani
Phalan is not verb.
Kurvanti, Tishtanti, only these two.
Yes. So as many verbs, that those many sentences in any shloka. So let's see. Chhayam anyasya kurvanti. What is the meaning?
Chayam is shade.
Shade. Anyasya means
Other,
others.
others.
Sya is there, right? So
Of
others.
others.
Kurvanti. Kurvanti means
Do.
do. Who do?
Shade.
No. Shade is what is getting done. Chayam, that is the result of kurvanti.
But now they have not introduced the karta
Yes,
yet.
yes. But you know that kurvanti is there.
Tree.
Something plural might be the karta.
Yes.
So that
Vrikshaha.
plural is vrikshaha. So you can say vrikshaha anyasya chayam kurvanti. Trees give shades to others.
Wow.
Next one is vrikshaha tishtanti, where swayam atape. Swayam means self. Atape means atapa means sunlight. Atape means in sunlight. So they stand in sunlight and give shade to others.
Yes.
Next stanza is phalani. Phalani means fruits. Phalam, one fruit. Phale, two fruits. Phalani, many fruits. Phalani api, also. Par arthaya. Phalani, fruits, also. Par means other. Arthaya means sake. Fruits also are for others' sake. Vrikshaha, trees. Sat purushaha, iva. So the trees are like good people. So Eva means like, Sat means good, Purusha means humans. So it is trying to tell like whoever are good humans, or if you feel or if you want to test yourself, you are a good human or you are in process of making or being, then you can see like are you doing any chaya or becoming somebody's helping hand? Are you taking some pain yourself to provide somebody some easiness, or your whatever you are earning or whatever is your this thing is somewhat used for others sake? If it is that, then you are satpurusha, and same way the quality of satpurusha, trees also have qualities like that.
Guruji,
Yes.
Pararthaya means others' welfare.
Yes. Para means other, artha means for sake of, like sukharthaya, pararthaya. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So yes. So with this we are done. We have some 3 minutes. So